stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood the safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go, set. Set.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's second and goal from the 6. From the gun, Darnold. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
On third and goal, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. Maybe just a little disappointing with that good field position that it didn't yield a touchdown, but they moved the ball well, and you got 3 on that scoreboard.
Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Texans to the line. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Throw left side, caught by Bryant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, around to Mixon. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. This connects with Schultz. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here we go.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Ow,
From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Henry comes up with it. It looked to me like that was actually his primary read on the play partner, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Yeah, definitely some advanced scouting by this defense. They know that that running back can be dangerous as a pass receiver as well, like so many in the league today. This defense was ready. Offense wanted to create that matchup, but the defense, they were prepared, and they took it away.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
19 Texans. On the quick, right? 118.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Headed out right. Moving right. Airs it out down. He's got it deep downfield. And he's out of bounds. But what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Here we go.
29-yard line.
Running left is Mixon. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. And they've got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get 6 more on their early advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 21-10 our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. On with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To throw, here's Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Second down.
Throwing here, Darnold. Barner's got it, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and long. Here's Darnold. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Darnold looking to throw. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Stroud off of play action. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Here we go.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Don't worry.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's gonna be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
It's Charbonnet underneath. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 17. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Darnold. Buys time, rolling right. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And again, it's Darnold. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. This is a heater going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Henry comes up with it. And the Texans watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Noel to return this. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that. Back Brock, he gets this to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
All right.
Slot man motioned over. On play action, here's Stroud. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Going right side, mixing with it. Now he's past the 25. Touchdown, Houston! Houston Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Play fake. Darnold. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Now Darnold off the play action. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First and 10, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Now Darnold. Chased out to his right. Garner with the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, he did a terrific job of finding that out.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go set.
To throw, here's Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right. right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Seahawks 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. A give to Mixon up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now, first round. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. All set to go now from the 35. Stroud throwing here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, right.
Running it with Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Going after is up and through. And the Texans push their lead to 18.
42. Seahawks 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the returns, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Darnold now to throw. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Throwing here, Darnold. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's get that touch. Red 80. Red 80. Red 80. Yo, 80. Right there, baby. Red 80.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
At the 10-yard line.
6. Go, side. Side.
Darnold looking to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Noel to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Oh, hey. Hey, no more. 18. Outside.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. On target to his man Higgins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Sexton.
Here's Mixon, and they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Stroud. Galloping inside the 40. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a give to Mixon. He scampers ahead for about 4. Second down now.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go play action with Stroud. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Mixon. Again, he's got room. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's JSN. Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Working quickly here.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Mixon gets it again on 2nd down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On the ground again with Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Going all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. On the move, headed right. This connects with Higgins. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, about the 37-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. We've set it downs from 37.
1st down, Texans.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, kid. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
2nd down, looking for options. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. This manages to get... beyond that 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the backup. First throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for them. This one makes it 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Escapes out to the left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
So the Texans come away with their own win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early.